Hello, my dear friends. It's again great to connect with you on the next of the videos. I hope you have been following me and trying to understand the whole concepts which and the science behind all this SSB and the philosophy behind all this SSBs. So this is again in the series of the same kind of concepts which I am trying to explain to all the people who are aspiring for the defense services. So here I would like to tell you that defense services is one of the finest organizations in the country that we have, and it's always a pride to be part of it. I have been in the defense for 25 years, and then I've got some experience in the corporate world, and thereafter it is to give back to the people who are trying to become a defense officer, and this is that endeavor in my life where I'm trying to explain a few concepts in leadership which would help you in understanding yourselves and the transformation which is required in the SSB. And I'm trying to put all my 30 years of my professional and personal experience and give out a whole new way and a whole new approach in which we have to look at ourselves. So here my take on the whole SSB preparation would be, you can't be two different people in life. One, what you want to showcase in the SSB, and the other, what you actually lead in your daily life. So there can't be two different people. So you have to be the same person. So the ideal way to attempt this SSB is that you lead a life professionally and personally the right way, and that will showcase you come and showcase to us in 5 days, and thereafter we are convinced that yes, this personality would be an asset to our organization. And it is this endeavor from the SSS point of view which has helped us to create the ethos of the defense organization, which we are very proud of, and the whole world looks up to a Indian Army or the Indian Navy or the Indian Air Force, because we have got some of the finest officers in the organization. And today, what I'm going to talk about, it will be a very, very important lesson in that direction. And what I have named this concept is called as a zone concept. And this has got elements which I have got personally experienced. I have used some methodology which has helped candidates to transform into better people and the effective leadership whom we want. So when I talk about a zone concept, what do I mean by that? So you are involved in any activity in your daily lives. It could be in your education. It could be the way you interact with your families, your friends, your superiors, your teachers. You have got a routine in your life, which you want to follow. You give some time to various aspects. Yes, that is there. I'm sure you would be doing that. And thereafter, once you come to the SSB, obviously, we want to see whether you can fit the defense organization or not. And for that, obviously, you have the 15 different tasks which you'll have to do in the 5 days of SSB. That is the 4 GTO tasks, 4 site tests, 1 interview, the 9 GTO tasks, and 1 conference. So total 15. And that is where you have to understand what is the requirements. So all the activities that you do, I want you to be in the center of the activity. Okay. So what do I mean by this center of group activity? Center of group activity means that you are understanding what's going on. So like, for example, I would like to tell you a story from Mahabharata. Let me explain to you. Like for example, Duryodhana and Arjuna and Yudhishthira, all these people were learning archery, and Dronacharya, their teacher, was trying to explain to them the nuances of archery. So after teaching them for a few things, he tried to take a mock test of these people. So first he called Duryodhana and told him, and he called, in fact, all the Kauravas and Pandavas, he called them, and as young children, they were made to give a mock test of archery. So he said, all of you see that tree out there, which is on top of a small hill, and you see that branch of a tree and a bird out there. So what you have to do is hit the eye of the bird. That is your test. So that was a wooden kind of bird which was kept there, and they wanted to hit the eye. So everybody said, yes sir, understood. So thereafter he called Duryodhana and told him, okay, now you are the first person who will be giving the test. So do you see that tree? Yes, very nicely I see the tree. It is in the background of a blue clear sky. It's very clear, the green tree, and I can see the hill. Yes, I can see the hill, and the tree is on top of the hill. Do you see the branch of the tree? Yes, I can see the branch of the tree. Do you see the bird? Yes, I see the bird. Do you see the eye of the bird? Yes, I can see the eye of the bird. So Dronacharya told Duryodhana, no, you have failed the test. Please step aside. Then he called Yudhishthira. Then he told, Yudhishthira, do you see the tree? Yes, I can see the tree. I can see the green tree at the background of a blue sky. Very clear. I can see do you see the hill? I can see the hill and the tree on top of it. Do you see the branch? I see the branch. Do you see the bird? Yes, I can see the bird. Do you see the eye of the bird? Yes, I can see the eye of the bird. You have failed the test. Please step aside. Then finally his favorite student, he called Arjuna. Arjuna, yes sir. What are you supposed to say? I have to hit the eye of the bird. Okay. Do you see the tree? Yes. No sir, I don't see the tree. Do you see the hill on which the tree is? No, I don't see the hill. Do you see the sky, blue sky? No sir, I don't see the blue sky. Do you see the branch of the tree? No, I don't see the branch of the tree. Do you see the bird? No, I don't see the bird. Then what do you see, Arjuna? Sir, I see the eye of the bird. Shoot, Arjuna. And Arjuna fires his arrow and it directly goes and hits the eye of the bird. So this is what I mean, the center. It is not that Arjuna did not know that the bird had an eye and the bird was on top of a branch. The branch was part of a tree and the tree was on top of a hill. He exactly knew that. But when he was focusing on the eye of the bird, the job given to him. So this is what I mean by being in the center of group activity. So now if you are not there, every time you can't be focused in life like that. It would require high degree of your commitment, and at times it is not necessary also. So where else can you be in the activity that is in and around you? So you are in the periphery of the group activity. And a good leader will know when to shift from the center of group activity in which he is involved in and when to go to the periphery of the group activity and allow others to perform. And then you have to shuttle between this periphery of the group activity and being in the center of group activity to allow people a chance. Because being always doing the things and having an opinion on everything or everything will make you the disruptor which I was talking about. So if you're not in the periphery, where else can you be? You are outside the group activity. You're not the core member in whatever action is taking. It could be a picnic which is organized along with your friends, or a family gathering which is happening between your cousins and your uncles and aunts. It could be an important event in your office where are you the core team member? No. See, you are given tasks or something which are not critical to the overall success. You are just an add-on, a plug-in, what we say. See, you are not in the exact thing which is required. You are not in the core. That is the place. And the last place where you could be in the whole group activity is completely away from the whole group activity. See, all those candidates whom you see that the whole group is going from one side and in the PGT and the other candidate is going from the side has got no meaning in life. See, they are trying to be the different person, and in the bargain, see, they are not doing the right stuff. They think that everybody will be observing them because they are doing something differently. Yes, that is a good thing, provided it is relevant. So you can't do irrelevant things and try to be away from what is the actual goal of a team. So from the SSB point of view, from a leadership point of view, see, these people who are away from a group activity or the outside the group activity have got no meaning. So the answer lies as a leader, you have to be in the periphery, and when you are in the periphery, you act like a worker. See, you are allowing other people to perform. You take the backstage. But at the same time, you are the constructive person who is making people perform, and overall aim of the group is big. Because somebody would be good in something. At that time, that is being presented out there. Like in a music concert, you always see the whole chorus is singing and music at the background, different instruments are going on. But from time to time, see, a drummer will take a back seat and the percussionist will come forward, or a violin guy comes forward, or a solo singing person will take on the stage. So these are the individual brilliance in the overall concept, which will make a concert from a normal to an outstanding level. And that is what in the personality that we want for a leader, that he gives chance, he knows when to move ahead and when to move forward, fully understanding in what is the position in life that he is placed at. So the ideal person to be an effective leader would be what? See, he would be a person who is in the center of group activity, is in control of things, is ahead of the curve, and also a worker. He leads by example. Second kind of a leader would be a person who has got the views, opinions, ideas, beliefs, feelings which are required, which are very important. However, there are members in the group who are not allowing that person to put his point across, to express his feelings, to perform. And this person requires some kind of a little effort or a support from some members from time to time, or think of some opportunity which comes from time to time and then start performing. So obviously he requires some support mechanism. He could be the second leader in a whole organization. Who is the third guy? See, who is slightly, he has got the views, he knows he's correct, but doesn't have belief in himself. He does not know his worth. So a good organization would help him to find his self-belief, self-worth. And for that, you will have to introspect, have self-awareness among yourself, and ensure that when the opportunity comes, when a platform is provided to you, at that time you don't let yourself down, or let the organization down, or let your team down. So this is the time where you are an individual person, one-to-one, where you will have to perform, where there are no disturbances. And for that reason, you will have to have the self-belief. So all these people should work on their content and concepts, so that these are the people who perform only when they are very, very sure about themselves. So see, at times they are always worried, whether can I take the risk of going wrong. So my suggestion to these kind of people would be, please do that. See, you should take a calculated risk from time to time to understand and set your own benchmarks. Improve your content, your concept, and your belief systems, your knowledge levels. This will all help you to be sure about yourself. And obviously, the fourth kind of leader would be, he knows that his members in the group have got their own strengths and what are his own weaknesses. So he will provide a platform to the others to perform, and he knows exactly. And he works for them. He will facilitate the work. And the most important thing for such a leader would be that his intentions are very good. So he may not have the one brilliant idea, one brilliant viewpoint, but what he has is the correct attitude and the correct intention. And that is what people like, and that is what people are looking forward to. He provides a platform to others to perform, and as a team, he collects everybody and perform. So these are the four kinds of people whom you should try to emulate depending upon your personality. So there is no one single personality by which you can be effective. I have told you about four in my own experience in life, in the defense world and in the corporate world, and when I am doing things on my own, in my own startup that I have. This has been my experience. So I have given you four options on this. See what suits you best, or from time to time you want to change from one model to the other model. Very good. And work your way through that. And then there are other few important things in the zone concept that you should be concerned about. See, obviously, to be in the zone, as I told you, if you see my video on the ladder model, I have discussed about two important aspects. One is having a sense of things and having situational awareness. See, you have to be that person, and in the SSB you should be able to tell what current affairs to read, what geopolitics to read, what defense knowledge to read, what are the instructions being given by the GTO, what are the rapid fire questions which you people talk about in the interview, the sequencing of that, what is the assessor trying to understand, how has my psych test gone in, what do I want to showcase about my strength and weaknesses depending upon the TAT, VAT or the SRT, how do I perform given an opportunity in the conference where I want to showcase what could be the likely scenarios where the assessors would be discussing about me, about my strengths and weaknesses. How do I prove to them, yes, that I am the right fit for the organization? Because finally, right at the conference, what would be the single most important criteria whether this personality is able to fit in the organization or not? The summation of all your attributes of a personality. So you are again introspected during your SSB. You are fully ready for the conference because that would be the last chance for you to showcase yourself. Don't leave out on the opportunity. Because till the time you don't go out of the conference room, you have got an opportunity to perform and show your skills, show your knowledge levels, show your attitude. So this is what I want you to think and create an ecosystem around you. So there are two kinds of ecosystem that you can create when I'm talking about the zone concept. One is the ecosystem of people who are nowhere related to SSB, and you set your benchmark. What could a person be doing who's not interested in benchmark? I don't want to showcase anything for the SSB. Like I always say, crack the SSB. You can't crack an SSB. So there is one ecosystem where you create where there are no people who are involved in the SSB, because so many candidates, the moment they start giving their SSB or want to go to the SSB, they become so transactional in the way that they want to perform. Don't be that. And the other, obviously, the ecosystem is where people are giving their SSBs. So you are in the ecosystem to understand what kind of atmosphere is there when I land up in this, especially people who are going as a fresher, because this is a very good opportunity for you as a fresher, provided you can balance this both the ecosystem in the right space and have a personality which is very genuine. You're not corrupted by the requirements and have those myths that this is what I should do and this is what I don't do, because I find so many of you going wrong in your understanding in that. And at the same time, people who are nowhere concerned with the SSB and they give you genuine advice. They've got no colored vision and you're talking to them, and then they will give you the right advice, because for them, whether you get recommended or you don't get recommended, you want to showcase your personality, develop your... See, it is not none of their concern. See, they are just giving you an advice. So have the right mentorships, have the right people whom you look up to. See, your leaders whom you follow, the inspiration that you follow, you should have them. See, don't emulate them fully, but take the good points from them. Take that inspiration from these people, from the right mentors, and that would help you to be better placed and to become that effective person whom we want. So I hope this has been a good way in which to approach the leadership issues, and it will help you in your preparation. And see you till the next time, where I will try to bring in some other concepts which are again very critical. And do see in this video in context with the other videos also, because there are so many things that have to be kept in mind when you're trying to be the person whom we want. And it's in conjunction with all of them that you should make an opinion as to why and how you have to prepare and how you have to perform. Okay. Do like the video in case you genuinely like it. Do subscribe to my channel, because that would help me in making much more creative content so that it helps you in your endeavor to prepare for the SSB and your life. So this zone concept is a life lesson which you can emulate. So the minimum takeaway from this would be how you transform your own life for something better. And obviously hit the notification button so that you can come to know when the next video is coming down. See you next time.